Hello, and welcome to our third episode of Golfing Made Simple, an endless journey to discover simple truths in golf and life. Before we get into lesson 3, let's recap lesson 1 and 2 quickly. Lesson 1, the swing doesn't have to be so difficult. All it is essentially standing straight up, swinging around the body, arms extending. There's not much more to it than that, other than we're bending over at address position and repeating the same swing. So it's not that complicated. We'll get into the grip, the stance, posture, ball position, all those things later, but we want to keep it simple at first. Lesson 2 was the importance of having a tension-free golf swing and allowing gravity and centrifugal force to give you the maximum amount of distance and consistency. And again, we don't want to be tight, we don't want to be tensed up, we want to be loose and allowing gravity and the power of centrifugal force to pull us around in the golf swing. All right, so it's very simple. Is it really that simple? No. There's a lot of other details involved, but we'll get to those later. But we don't want to lose the forest for the trees. The third lesson is going to be a little philosophical, and we're just going to talk about the foundation that we're building. And to do that, I'll give a little personal story. I semi-retired about a year and a half ago, and I thought, wow, I never had time to play golf like I wanted to, and now I've got some extra free time, and I'm going to be practicing, I'm going to be hitting balls, I'm going to be playing, I'm going to get good, very quickly. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. I practiced, I hit a lot of balls, but I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a foundation, and I didn't have guiding principles to go back to when things weren't going well. So I said, wait a minute, hard work is not giving me the results that I need. So the old saying, I don't want to work harder, I want to work smarter. So I went back, started looking at things like Ben Hogan's 5 lessons rather, looking at Jack Nicklaus' Golf My Way, reading a lot of books, seeing some YouTube videos, and you start to learn some basic elements of the swing. And then when things start to go wrong and you're out on the golf course and you're hitting poor shots, you're not guessing what you're doing. You have principles to go back to. And some of those principles we'll talk about later, but the importance is having that foundation and knowing what the swing is supposed to look like. And that's very similar to all of our lives. We all need to have a foundation. If you're a religious person, you have that as your foundation. If you have a belief in love and forgiveness, then that's your foundation. So just like your swing's going to go bad, things are going to go bad in life. Bad things are going to happen. We're going to have illness, difficulties, relationship issues, whatever they are. And if we're just working hard at them, it's not going to solve the problem. We've got to go back to principles, love, forgiveness, treating people with respect, and that will improve the relationship and help us move forward. Same way with golf. We can't just keep working at doing the same thing over and over, creating the insanity of doing the same thing and expecting different results. So I encourage you to take a look at some additional foundational items, particularly Ben Hogan's 5 lessons and Jack Nicklaus' Golf My Way, to see some of the fundamentals that you need to really know and incorporate so that when you're out there working, you're working on something specifically. You're not just hitting ball after ball after ball. You're working smarter, not harder. So try to go out there, do some research, look at some successful golf swings out there, look at some successful principles in life, and follow the principles. So it's all about following principles that work in our golf life and in our regular life. And next time we'll start to get into the specific fundamentals of the golf swing with the grip, the stance, the posture, all of those details that are important fundamentals to continue to build our foundation. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe and like us, and we'll see you next week.